So growing up, man, I was never much of a partier until I got to around like 18 when I first moved out. That's when I kind of let the demon out a little bit. And it was fun. It was just like the social aspect and meeting connections because I was playing music at the time. So I enjoyed it and it was just different than anything I was used to. I never was like a partier in high school and whatnot just because, I don't know, I felt like I shouldn't. Uh, I don't know, I had no drive to. And I also felt weird to do that when I was living at home in a way. So I don't know if it was like subconsciously like respecting my parents or consciously. So I didn't dabble in any of that until like 18, 19. And I got pretty over it around that time. There was a couple like work trips I was on, like going down to Mexico and whatnot and partying pretty hard. And all that was pretty fun. Like I have no like bad memories with partying when I have kind of funny ones, kind of embarrassing ones, all that jazz. But man, I realize as I'm getting older that people that are still partying in like your mid to later 20s, because the other weekend, or over the weekend, it was my buddy's birthday. So he invited me out, and we went to this nice restaurant. And, they're all like, most of them are in their 30s and whatnot. So I'm kind of one of the younger ones there. But me and this guy, I've known him for quite a long time. He's a good homie of mine. And I was like, yeah, I should go out there. I haven't gone out in a hot minute with buddies or anything just because I'm not really into any partying right now. I haven't been for, a few years. And man, it hit me. It was a great night. I did party and it was very fun. But I kind of stepped back a little bit because we were like bar hopping for a bit. And I realized, man, that a lot of people, they like looked sad in their eyes. It's like their soul looked sad. And it hit me, man. I was like, man, I think people do this for like escapism, which is kind of obvious. But, I didn't really party in my later life. I partied when I was like pretty young, like kind of under the age, you know what I mean? So I was just doing it because it was fun and new, I wasn't really thinking much about it. But I realized like people that are, older than me that are still doing this, because a lot of them, like, this is like, their vibe, this is what they do like all the time. And they're pulling out pens and stuff, drinks all around. I had a great time. I'm not saying I didn't, but I'm just saying it kind of gave me an insight that, man, people like are trying to escape out here. And it's interesting, like, it's like this weird, I don't know, it kind of just made me sad. Like the music's blaring, drinks are flying around, no one can drive, people are making bad decisions. I was with quite a few people, but there was this one, my buddy's coworker or ex-coworker. She brought her boyfriend, right? That dude ended up disappearing for like the whole night, and I was like, bro, where'd this guy go? And he kind of gave me some weird vibes, but I guess he found a new girl at the bar and left. So that was pretty sad. I felt bad for her, and I was like trying to talk and comfort her, and she was really chill. But you could definitely see it in her eyes. But dude, there was like a moment where I was like looking around, and I was like, man, I don't think anyone in here. They might be happy right now, but it seems like a lot of people are here, like not necessarily celebrating, but escaping. Like we were there celebrating my buddy, and there were bound to be some people celebrating some stuff. But it was just like the overall vibe. You guys get what I'm saying? Have you guys been out to like bars and kind of just seen like the vibes of people out there? It just doesn't seem like people are happy, and it's definitely understandable. I'm not saying anything bad about it, but it kind of just opened my eyes where it's like, yeah, man, I think we all have our own way of escapism, and a lot of people find it in positive things that kind of benefit their life, in a sense of like, definitely like working out or working towards a goal. But a lot of people, man, and a lot of them do it through like partying or solo partying. So still substances, but that one kind of has a vibe of being more sad because you're alone, I guess. But I don't know. I think it's kind of the same. I feel like you could argue it's a little more sad going out and getting like destroyed than like staying in and having a couple drinks. But there's a weird connotation on that, right? And I think that's just like anything, right? It's a case by case basis, right? It depends on the person and what they personally feel about it, right? But yeah, I just wanted to talk about it because, man, it opened my eyes because I haven't been out there in a minute. That, dude, this world's sad. There's so many bars, and yet every bar had a good amount of people in it, every single one. And we went to like 3, not including the restaurants, so like 4 locations, and they were like pretty packed. And dude, I don't know. If anything, I guess I recognize that that's not really my vibe. I like a good drink, but I like a good conversation to accompany the drink. There's been times where I've had drinks where it's just to kind of chill my mind out. It's like, bro, I'm tired of thinking. Like, I just want to chill, which I guess you could argue is also escapism. But it wasn't like I was thinking anything necessarily bad, maybe sometimes. But sometimes I'm like, bro, I just want to chill and stop grinding. I want to stop being on this grind set mentality of like, what's the next thing I could do, in a way. And I'm not really into like hustle culture, but I guess if that's the best way to describe it, it's like, trying to figure out like how to min-max and also enjoy my time here, in a way. But yeah, I just want to share that, man. Growing up, I realized that a lot of people party to, it isn't like the fun times. It's a completely different vibe. It felt like it was more like a fun thing all around when I was like pretty young. And now it's like, it was fun, but it's, I don't know, there was like a vibe to it where it didn't really feel like people were there to have fun. It kind of felt like they were coping. But I don't know if I just ripped that one girl's pen that I brought up earlier. I don't know if I just ripped it hard and I was just having an out-of-body experience. And I was over-analyzing. But it was just a feeling, man. It was just a feeling. But, people, do what you want. Do what you want. But I think at the end of the day, we're all the same. We're trying to, like, not think about either the end, how fragile life is, regrets maybe our past. It's weird. It's like we're all the same. We just funnel in different ways. And subconsciously or consciously. I think it also just depends on the person. But yeah, just want to talk about it. If you're out there having you plan on going partying, I'm not saying don't. I'm just hopefully you're in a good spot, you know what I mean? But thanks for listening, boys. Make sure to do something for yourself today. Make sure to do something for someone else today. And regardless, boys, we got this, all right? Take care.